Did Austin Hill intentionally wreck Aric Almirola in Saturday's NASCAR Xfinity Series race? Connor Zilisch goes to victory lane once again and picks up Junior Motorsports' 100th Xfinity Series victory. And if Denny Hamlin wants to complete the career Grand Slam, he's got a lot of work to do on Sunday. Welcome back to Break Hard. I'm Matt. We're going to go ahead and skip over everything else, get right into what everyone wants to talk about, and we'll be talking about this entire week. Did Austin Hill intentionally wreck Aric Almirola on Saturday in the Xfinity Series race at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway? That's a rhetorical question. So much for Austin Hill wanting to be the role model coming out of the fiasco that was the Xfinity Series race at Martinsville back in the springtime. Oh, I need to step up. I'm the veteran here. I got to be a guy that everyone else looks up to. Listen, you're in your 30s now, early 30s, but still in your 30s, and you're making immature mistakes like this. I don't think that's the way to go with this. But if you missed it, on Saturday at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, going into turn 3, the 19 car of Aric Almirola got the 21 car of Austin Hill loose. Moves the 21 up the track. Great save by Austin Hill. Quick hands for him. He saves it, and then in the short shoot between turns 3 and 4, he gets the car going straight and then appears to turn left, initiate contact with the 19, turn Aric Almirola head on into the wall, and that's a really bad thing. You just saw it on the video right there. Now you can watch it here frame by frame. Watch the white gloves of Austin Hill. He turns to the left, makes contact with the 19 car there, decided that he is going to get immediate vengeance in that moment. He's not going to wait a couple weeks. He's not going to let this grudge simmer within him. Nope, he is going to get it right in that moment, and he turned young life right into the wall. Just absolutely sent him. Thankfully, Aric Almirola was okay. Got out, no broken bones, nothing worse from that. But people get really hurt when you turn them head on into the wall, especially at a place like Indianapolis, where you're going a good amount of speed. Yeah, they're running the drafting track package here. They're going slower, but still, you never want to see somebody get turned head on into the wall. And NASCAR didn't like what they saw. They parked Austin Hill for 5 laps for reckless driving, to which Austin Hill was not happy at all. He said they can go themselves, NASCAR, which is an insane thing to say. Who does he think he is? Kyle Busch in 2011? Kurt Busch in his radioactive moments? The man just absolutely crashed out, as the kids like to say, and he was not happy. The only thing missing here was him just giving double birds to the NASCAR officials like he was Kyle Busch. Ultimately, he didn't end up doing that. He goes back out and finishes the race. Richard Childress, his team owner, furious after the race. He thinks that NASCAR has a grudge against them because they're a blue-collar team, which makes zero sense whatsoever. When you're worth $200 million, you own a vineyard, you're not a blue-collar team anymore. I'm sorry. You got a paid driver in Austin Hill in there. You got a paid driver in Jesse Love in there. You got Austin Dillon driving the Cup car and Kyle Busch in the other seat. I have a hard time believing that you're the blue-collar team you want to say you are, but whatever. He thinks NASCAR has it out for them because they're blue-collar. He then goes on to say that NASCAR didn't suspend Austin Cindric for intentionally hooking Ty Dillon back at COTA in the Cup race, which he is correct. They did not suspend him. They should have suspended him. I believe that was a miss on NASCAR's part, but then he's trying to use that to justify that Austin Hill shouldn't get suspended here. No, Austin Hill should get suspended. Maybe he wanted to get suspended, just wants to go watch the Braves play at Bristol Motor Speedway next weekend against the Cincinnati Reds and probably pick up an L at the hand of the Reds as well. Just another L for him. He's going to get an L coming out of this weekend, L not being able to race next weekend, L from the Braves. Just not a great time to be Austin Hill right now. But when you watch it, it feels intentional. And in the moment, Austin Hill came over the radio and immediately afterwards was like, I didn't mean to intentionally hook him. I don't know, dude. I don't know. This is Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson. This is Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin levels of you should probably get suspended for it. And now NASCAR's got a predicament to face here because they put it in the rules. If you get suspended, you lose your playoff points. And Austin Hill has multiple wins this year, which comes along with multiple playoff points. Unfortunately, NASCAR has set a precedent. Now, they did go against that with the Austin Cindric situation, but if this was intentional, which NASCAR seemingly thinks it is, by giving him that 5-lap penalty, it deserves a suspension. He has a track record of making poor decisions on the racetrack, and at some point, there needs to be a price to pay for that, and this is that point. He has to get suspended for this. And if he doesn't, the uproar from the garage better be mighty, because this is not racing. This is not how you should race. This is not how somebody in their 30s who has should have critical thinking skills should race. This is something you expect from a 17-year-old in the ARCA series, not somebody in the Xfinity series that has multiple years of racing under their belt at this level. A guy that has multiple years in the truck series. I'm really interested to see how NASCAR responds to this and how everybody else seems to respond to this as well, because when the booth even goes, I don't know about that one, it's bad. It's not a good look for Austin Hill, and to do it at a place like Indianapolis makes it even worse. And throw in the fact that Aric Almirola went head on into a portion of the wall that does not have a safer barrier in the corner, which why it doesn't, I'm not really sure why it doesn't, because it absolutely should. And maybe that's something that hopefully Doug Bowles and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway will look at going forward. Yeah, bad luck all around for Austin Hill. Thankfully, Aric Almirola is all right. On the other side of things, Zilisch picked up his third NASCAR Xfinity Series victory in a row, a hat trick, a three-peat. Call Pat Riley. I actually don't, because then we're going to have to pay him to use it because he's got the trademark on it. But Zilisch picks up his third win in a row, fifth win of the season. But the overshadowing part of this is the fact that he picked up Junior Motorsports' 100th victory in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, which is absolutely incredible for them. Mark Martin got him started back in 2008 with a win at Las Vegas in the springtime, and now Connor Zilisch caps off win number 100 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. A pretty good place to pick up your first ever win. And it's fitting that 88 car won, because that's the car that got all of this started back in 2005. Mark McFarlane at Homestead in that 88 U.S. Navy car. And now, all these years later, 22 other drivers have taken JRM to victory lane. Justin Allgaier leads the way with 25. And it felt like he was going to get them another victory on Saturday at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, until Kyle Larson on a restart got loose inside of the 7 of Justin Allgaier, put Allgaier in the wall, and that was the end of the day for Allgaier. It was up to Connor Zilisch to capitalize on the day, and he did that. He got around Taylor Gray late in the race, battled it out with Sam Mayer, and goes on to win. And it felt like Kyle Larson might, try to snake his way back in there. Ultimately doesn't get it done. And it's Zilisch that's in victory lane, does the big celebration, kisses the bricks, goes up, rides the elevator up with the car to victory lane there at Indianapolis. A really cool experience. And now he's got 5 wins this year. Got the points lead as well. 6th win of his NASCAR Xfinity Series. Things are going really well for him. Everybody's like, oh, he can't win on ovals. He's just a road course guy. He's got 3 wins on ovals now this year. Pocono, Dover, and now Indianapolis. More wins on ovals than he has on road courses this year. And I think you got to look at him as probably the title favorite as it currently stands between he and Justin Allgaier. JRM came into the season with 88 wins as a team. They've already won 12 races this year. I think it's pretty safe to mark them down for another 4, 5, potentially, maybe even more at this point. They are the gold standard. The standard is the standard right now with JRM in the Xfinity Series, and everybody else is trying to play catch up at this point. If Denny Hamlin wants to complete the career Grand Slam, winning the Daytona 500, winning the Coke 600, winning the Southern 500, and winning the Brickyard 400, which he has not done yet, it's going to come with a lot of work on Sunday in the Brickyard 400, because on Saturday in qualifying, Hamlin, the last car out on the racetrack, pacing to take pole, hits the turn 2 wall on exit, spins across the racetrack, pounds the inside wall. His day was done. He will start last on the field Saturday, and the 11 car, who was fast in practice, fast in qualifying, is going to have to try to work their way through the field in a track that is pretty hard to pass on unless you're Kyle Larson last year. But while Hamlin was picking up all the pieces of his number 11 car, thankfully he's got full coverage with his sponsor Progressive, his teammate Chase Briscoe won the pole. He becomes the first driver ever to win the pole for the Daytona 500, the Coke 600, and the Brickyard 400 all in the same year. The guy just has a thing for crown jewels, and if you want to bet on if he's going to win the pole or not at the Southern 500, it feels like you should just go ahead and bet on that, because he won that race last year. He's got a lot of speed in qualifying this year. He's got 5 poles already. I don't see why you wouldn't expect him to win when we get down to Darlington at the end of August. At the end of August. It was an interesting qualifying session, though. You had Erik Jones, P3 for Legacy Motor Club. Legacy had a ton of speed in practice. John Hunter Nemechek, really quick in just single car or 1 lap speed. He had the best 10 and 15 lap average, I believe, as well. He hit the wall coming off of turn 2 as well. He'll start 36 on Sunday, so maybe we'll get to see the 42 and the 11 try to work their way through the field. Erik Jones, though, qualified P3. Great day for him. Then, one of maybe the bigger surprises, Shane Van Gisbergen, on merit, qualified P11, like a half second faster than his teammates Daniel Suarez and Ross Chastain. And hey, maybe he's going to pull an Alex Palou. Palou got his first oval win at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway at the Indy 500 back in May. Maybe SVG will get his first oval win in NASCAR at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway as well. He also will have Kyle Busch starting alongside him. Maybe Kyle Busch can get his third Brickyard 400 win. Then you have Kyle Larson. He's starting P13. He won this race last year, put on a show. See if he can do it again this year. Austin Cindric qualified in the top 10. You had Carson Hocevar in the top 10. AJ Allmendinger, P9. He has won at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the Cup Series, but on the road course for Kaulig. Maybe he can get it done on the oval as well. I think we're set up for a pretty interesting lineup. You had, well, sorry, we got to talk about the in-season challenge, Ty versus Ty. Ty Gibbs will start P5, Ty Dillon will start P. So Cinderella's going to have to find their way to the front, or he's going to have to hope that Ty Gibbs starts to falter and comes back to him. I think that could be an intriguing battle all day, though. We'll see how it plays out for both sides. But I think we have a pretty interesting lineup, something that's going to give us some, movement during the race. And now let's just hope it doesn't rain on Sunday in Indianapolis. I'll be there for the Brickyard 400. If you're out there, say hello. We'd love to meet more people. But if not, hopefully we'll have a good race, and hopefully it doesn't rain. If it does, maybe it blows through quickly like it did today for the Xfinity Series race. Regardless, let me know what you think about Austin Hill, what you think about Connor Zilisch, JRM 100 victories, as well as Denny Hamlin's wreck and qualifying. And hey, SVG, is he going to be good on ovals now? Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on TikTok at BreakHard, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at BreakHardBlog.